rebound. Nice work, you guys. Here we go. Do better. Here we go. Work. Get in the paint. It's a fight.
Good morning, everybody. We are set for the GCU women's basketball home opener of this 2017 year. The Lopes are looking to start off hot against the Embry-Riddle Bald Eagles tonight. It's only an exhibition game, Phil, but it is a home game for GCU.
Well, exhibition or first game of the season, regardless, JP, basketball season is upon us, and I cannot express how excited I am.
The Lopes' first game all year long. It is an exhibition against Embry-Riddle. Embry-Riddle is coming into this game. They have started off hot, 4-0 so far this year, so the Lopes are going to have a tough test in front of them. Early shot for the Eagles, rebounded by Jessica Gajewski and August Tashard. Going to outlet up the court, finds Jackson. Tashard over to Murphy. We got 4 returners in the starting lineup. Jackson over with the ball, gets it to Murphy. Murphy with a pump fake. Kajewski down low, misses Caitlin Lee, and it will be an early turnover for the Lopes. The Eagles will take over.
Good look from Gajewski to Murphy, but just a little bit at 2 out in front of her on that pass down low.
Villegas taking up the ball for the Eagles. Defended by Tashard. She hits it over to the left wing. Pull-up jumper. And missed by Knudsen. August Tashard quickly dribbling it up the court. Dribble handoff right next to Jessica Gajewski. Gajewski switching to Jackson. Jackson driving in, and an underhand layup just misses. Vanessa Murphy with the rebound. And she misses the 10-foot jumper.
Oh, good job by Jackson to take it hard to the hole, just unable to finish on that great drive.
Knudsen back to Villegas. Villegas step back jumper just short. Rebounded by Caitlin Lee. August Tashard with it now. August Tashard only playing about half the year last year, recovering from that ACL injury suffered 2 years ago. Good to see her back fully healthy. Jackson kicks it back out to Murphy. Murphy fires for 3. Good! GCU's on the board. First 3 points of the year. Villegas bringing it back over half court, calling a play for her Eagles squad. Over to Knudsen. Ruiz got the ball. Little drive, little miss. And a rebound will be out of bounds. GCU Lopes ball. Little full court press for the Eagles. August Tashard working with Jackson to get around it. Back to Tashard. She will make her way up half court, but a trap by the Eagles creates a turnover. Outlet up to Pfeiffer, and she lays it in for two.
A great steal by Villegas and an even better pass to Pfeiffer on that fast break layup. Great half-court defense so far for the Eagles, trying to gain some pressure on GCU as their offense started out with a much more aggressive approach.
And a hard foul by Knudsen, trying to steal it from Jessica Gajewski. Lopes trying to break that press again, and Knudsen came in and tried to steal that one and gave Gajewski a nice little shoulder there. Hard foul on her, first foul of the game. Jackson, a transfer for the Lopes, coming in as a redshirt senior. Averaged 8 points per game at Cal State Fullerton. She passes it over to Vanessa Murphy, the sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona. Foul inside on Martina.
Yeah, Murphy kind of getting bailed out on that pass into double coverage down low to Lee, but I'd much rather see her pass it out to the top of the key and work around the ball a little bit more than trying to force something down low.
Early sub coming in for the Eagles.
Significant height differential for these teams.
Out. And a steal by the Eagles. Pass was intended for Caitlin Lee. Knudsen looking very strong with the ball. Great spin move. Blocked. She gets her own rebound and puts it back up and in. Eagles take the lead early on, up by one, just 3 minutes in. Murphy's trapped now with the ball. She kicks it over to Tashard. Eagles playing solid defense early. Gajewski fires up a three, just misses. Lee's there for the rebound, and she puts it back up.
A great putback by Lee. Very easy rebound and a very easy bank off the backboard.
Villegas bringing the ball up, so strong with the ball. Leading scorer for these Bald Eagles. A three ball for Pfeiffer, just misses a little far, but a rebound by Knudsen. She finds the Eagles down low. Eagles put some more points on the board. They get their 1 point lead right back.
Beautiful pass from Pfeiffer down low to Riebel.
Riebel coming in strong with that post move. Murphy fires up another three. This one just a little strong. This one, Villegas working on Tashard. Calling out plays, directing the troops. Ruiz with the ball in the corner. Back up to Villegas. Over to Pfeiffer. Knudsen now. Little drive and kick. Villegas getting down low. Good shot by Villegas. She misses. Rebound by Riebel. Great job early for the Bald Eagles. And Coach Powell will call a timeout, and we will as well. Eagles with an early lead, 8-5.
GCU is the university that never sleeps, moving at the speed of light, so we can give our students the competitive edge they need to succeed. And now, GCU is leading in the areas of computer science and IT. We prepare students to meet the demands of the fastest growing industry through our innovative IT programs in our College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Using the latest real-world tools and an adaptive curriculum, GCU gives students the education they need today to excel in their careers tomorrow. Join the most inventive concept in education right now and position yourself for a future in the expanding world of IT. GCU offers fast-track options with courses in cybersecurity, cloud computing, systems architecture, and business analytics. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Welcome back here at GCU Arena. 8-5 lead for the Embry-Riddle Bald Eagles. And Phil, early on, the Lopes have been faced with some tough pressure.
Yeah, half-court pressure early on for the Eagles has really kind of slowed down the offense of GCU. They started out very aggressive, trying to get passes inside. A great three by Murphy, but the Eagles' defense has done a good job giving Tashard as much pressure as they can, and it's resulted in a few buckets.
Yeah, they've started with some early press. We've seen some good plays for the Lopes, but the Eagles have been, as you said, their height difference is going to kill them, but they've been strong down low early on.
Well, it has to do with the quick hands and the much quicker defense for the Eagles, allowing them to get easy steals for easy buckets, which is kind of the reason why they're leading this game.
And another new player for the Lopes finds the court, Kavita Akula, and she is joined by returner Bree Mobley. Mobley averaging 12 points a game for the Lopes last year. She had some space, thought she was going to fire up the three. She'll drive, and a knockdown three for Akula. Lopes tie this game up here just 5 minutes in.
Absolutely dagger of a three from Akula. A nice three-point shot off a great pass from Mobley. I thought Mobley was going to take the shot, but a good job of her being patient and finding the open three.
Mobley gets beaten on a drive. Malentino got to her. She kicked it out. Mobley recovers, gets the rebound. Mobley's so strong dribbling. Always drives the hoop hard. Gajewski now going to drive. She kicks it out to Murphy. Murphy's going to fire up a three. Just misses. Lee was there for the rebound, but this one bounds over her head. Malentino up to Villegas. Villegas for three. Just strong. Rebounded by Vanessa Murphy. One thing the Lopes are going to have to do is control the rebound game here tonight. Bree Mobley brings it up. Carryover called on Bree Mobley.
No, nothing you can do about that. Just accidents will happen.
Villegas bringing the ball to the right side. She finds Riebel down low. Blocked by the Lopes. Still out to Villegas. She's working on Akula. Kicked over to Malentino. Mobley out with the defense. And a foul against Malentino on Mobley. Got a little physical down low.
Great post defense by Myra Williams to challenge that shot down low by Riebel. And this is where the height advantage is going to come in for GCU, as the Eagles are not really going to rely on their post game due to the height difference. They're going to try to work it inside and maybe work it back out for quick threes. But Myra Williams is there for a nice block.
Mobley slowing it down, taking her time up top. She works to the right, coming in hot. Out to Akula, another three. Just misses. Lee was there for the rebound. She tips it out of bounds.
Yeah, Lee's got to go two hands with that one. That's an easy rebound.
Lee so much taller than anyone on the ball. The Eagles, she's going to need to use that height all game, and we are going to see Martina check back in, give the Eagles a little bit of more height back. Martina comes in at 6 foot. Malentino with the ball. Foul down low. This one, I believe, is on Myra Williams. Will be a baseline inbound for the Eagles. Inbound kick to the corner. Hard foul down low on Malentino. She was going up for the shot. She will be at the line for two. Knocks down the first. She broke a scoring drought of a couple minutes for the Embry-Riddle Eagles. She misses a second. Bree Mobley skies up to get the one-handed rebound. Runs into her own teammate. Kavita Akula. Mobley controlling the pace. Nice spin move. Goes up with her left, misses, comes back up, gets the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Fantastic drive by Bree Mobley. Not only to get her own rebound, but to put it back in and put the Lopes back up.
Malentino cross-court pass, tipped by Gajewski. Saved inbounds by Knudsen. Malentino over to Knudsen. Back over to Pfeiffer. Villegas got the ball. Villegas up. Traveling violation called against Villegas. I thought I saw a travel. Ref blew the whistle. Thought maybe she called a foul, but traveling is called. Lopes will get the ball back, and only the first turnover for the Embry-Riddle Eagles, playing very solid basketball here early on.
And they'll go back to that half-court trap, try to slow down the Lopes offense. A very obvious traveling call early on by Villegas, just too many steps, and now GCU's got to capitalize.
Bree Mobley, one dribble to the right, pulls up, shoots, knocks it in. Great shot by Bree Mobley, and she's on the board early.
Another nice shot at the top of the key for Bree Mobley. She just finds some space. She's able to pull it up, something she didn't do early on. Early on, she would find another teammate, but this time she pulls up and knocks it down.
Saw that a lot last year. Piper going down low. She finds Martina, who puts it up and in. 0 field goals in the last 3.5 minutes for Embry-Riddle. That is a huge bucket for the Eagles. Akula works it down low to Bree Mobley. Mobley using her size, kicks it out to Murphy. Pump fake, step back, Murphy up and in. Bang, she knocks down the three.
Beautiful three-point shot by Murphy. She's able to get the dribble, get some space, knock down the three, and now Lopes find themselves with a 4-point lead.
We saw her doing that exact move pregame warm-ups, and she was knocking them down. Knudsen goes up, misses the layup. Kajewski was chased down from behind. She veers off to the side to keep possession for the Lopes. Bree Mobley with the ball in the logo, slowing it down, calling a play. Williams has got some space, finds Kajewski. Kajewski rolls off the screen. Almost loses it out of bounds. Vanessa Murphy saves it. This one back to Kajewski. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Kajewski fights her way through a couple defenders. Almost got her own rebound. Myra Williams dove in and got a tip on it, but Knudsen will come the other way. Kicks it out to Vajegas. Pump fake. Back to Knudsen. Knudsen will shoot it. She is short, but a foul against Martina down low. That is early foul trouble for Martina. 2 fouls, and she's one of 2 players for the Bald Eagles over 6 feet, so she is going to be a very important person to come in and out for the Eagles.
We saw a little bit early on, the Eagles were able to work the ball down low to Martina, and she was able to get an easy bucket, and I would assume that Martina is the extent of their post game. So if Martina finds herself in foul trouble, then the Eagles are going to have to rely on the 3 ball because they are going to have a tough time working the ball inside.
Bree Mobley. Jordan Jackson checking back in for the Lopes. Bree Mobley to the left, pulls up, shoots, and knocks it in. Another jumper for Bree Mobley. It's like we haven't skipped a beat at all. Saw that all of last year.
Bree Mobley, a lot of space to put that one up, and she does exactly that. Again, finding space on the left side and pulling it inside the key.
Villegas working her way to the left, defended by Akula. Jordan Jackson. Reba with a nice little jab step, and she creates some space and knocks in a jumper from the free throw line.
Well, Rebel tells Mobley, you can knock that down. Well, I'm going to knock down the same one. A little stutter step for Rebel, and she knocks it down.
Rebel's got 6 points. Mobley's got 6 points. And here's Mobley working again. She's working on Malentino. She does the same. Jumper from the free throw line just before the buzzer, and she knocks it in. Bree Mobley, leading scorer, 8 points for the Lopes. Lopes lead by 6. We will be right back after this timeout.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
Welcome back to GCU Arena. Lopes lead 19-13 after the first quarter, and Bree Mobley checked in at about the 4-minute mark, and she had her hand on this game.
Bree Mobley is knocking down almost everything she's putting up, and I absolutely love watching her coming off the bench. She's almost like the 6th man of this team. She's able to knock down a 3. She's knocked down a lot of open shots. She's doing a great job of creating shots, getting shots off the dribble. I mean, I'm going to keep saying shots because Bree Mobley keeps knocking them down.
Yeah, so the returners are having a big hand on this game. Bree Mobley knocks some jumpers. And Vanessa Murphy, the sophomore, she's known as a taller player, normally works down low, but she's had some good 3-pointers off some dribble moves.
Yeah, Murphy knocking down the 3 is going to open up the court a lot for GCU. A lot of maybe off the ball kind of movement with Bree Mobley and Murphy, but if you're going to keep Mobley off the bench, I think that's her best spot. Coming off the bench is the 6th man to knock down shots. She's leading the team right now with 8, and Murphy with 6. It's looking good so far offensively for GCU.
And we saw Kylie Rebel. She came in and knocked a jumper down. 6 points for the Bald Eagles. Bald Eagles started out hot, had some pressure defense. How can they get back to that and force the Lopes to create some turnovers?
Well, I would say continue the pressure defense, continue the half-court pressure, continue to give GCU as much trouble as possible. They're going to have a tough time working it down low offensively, but if they can force some turnovers and knock down a couple shots, this game, the deficit is going to get a lot smaller for the Eagles.
Eagles off to a hot start here in GCU Arena, but the Lopes strike back. Lopes shooting very well from three, 43% from behind the arc, and they're shooting 50% from the field. Slow start for the Lopes, but they're heating up now. Murphy finds Akula. Akula's going to fire up another three, and she knocks it down. Akula with another three for the Lopes. They lead by 9.
Well, second three-point shot for Akula, and this is another beautiful shot, and GCU mounting a much more extensive lead now against the Eagles.
This one over Villegas. Villegas has not left the court. The leading scorer for the Eagles has been held to 0 points. Pfeiffer gets the board, comes up with her left. Rebounded by Riebel. Kick out. Malentino with a jumper, misses. Vanessa Murphy secures the rebound for the Lopes.
GCU cannot allow Riebel to get easy rebounds like that, especially when you've got two players who are much, much taller than her. They got to be a lot stronger down low and get much easier rebounds.
Jordan Jackson loses one out of bounds. Wanted it to be out on the Eagles, but the referee says no. He was sitting right on the baseline, had the best angle. Bald Eagles ball. Lopes doing a great job on Villegas, holding her to 0 points. Normally the leading scorer for these Eagles. 21 points is her season high, just 4 games in. Pfeiffer working on Lee. She beats her off the dribble, but misses the left-handed layup, frustrated with herself.
Well, good thinking by Pfeiffer to take Lee off the dribble. A very obvious mismatch, Lee against Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's much quicker off the drive. And thankfully for GCU, that didn't result in any buckets.
And an early technical foul called against the coaching staff. The coaching staff of Embry-Riddle. That was kind of weird. The coach wasn't even standing up. I didn't really know what he was talking about. Maybe he overheard her yelling, or
maybe just.
But nonetheless, Akula's gonna take the technical free throws, and she knocks down the first.
Could just be maybe something that the coach didn't like, or maybe it's just some words back and forth all game. Maybe she thought that Pfeiffer deserved a foul down low. I have no idea, but yeah, technical foul against the Eagles.
Lopes up by 11 and with the ball. Kavita Akula. Drops to Mobley. Mobley brings it around the arc. She shoots, just misses, and an over-the-back foul called against Vanessa Murphy. With the ball on the elbow. Dribble hand off to Knudsen. She gets in, a little jumper, just rings out. Vanessa Murphy secured the rebound. That's her 4th of the game. Kavita Akula doing that classic dribble hand off to Mobley. Mobley's got some space, kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson, oh, just misses the 3. But Mobley comes down with the rebound and she misses the putback. Close 3 for Jackson, hit the rim in like 7 different places.
Well,
Villegas with a nice crossover, pulls up and drops it in. Great jumper for Villegas and a nice play. She gets her first 2 points.
Nice shot by Villegas. And going back to that last play for GCU, Mobley did a great job of driving in, kicking it out to the corner. Jackson just unable to knock down the 3. But man, Bree Mobley has absolutely been aggressive today, grabbing as many rebounds as she can, and then also on the offensive side, knocking down as many shots.
Foul down low against Malentino. Just trying to hold Caitlin Lee out of that paint and do her best, but a foul called against her. Just the 2nd team foul of the quarter for the Eagles. Bree Mobley with the inbound. She gets it over Akula. Akula chasing after her, but loses it out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lopes. That'll be their 6th of this game early on.
You see on that inbound early on, Gajewski was coming around on the left side, and she was going to break in, but she met with a lot of defenders. It would have been nice to see her pop back out to the corner and maybe hit a quick three.
Pfeiffer looked up to take the shot. She decided not to. Malentino got down low. Pull-up jumper. A three for the Eagles. Missed by Ruiz.
A little bit too much air on that one.
Another rebound for the Eagles. Knudsen kicks it over to Riebel. Great jumper by Riebel, missed. This one out of bounds, Lopes ball. Knudsen came in for the rebound, but tipped it out of bounds. Lopes still lead by 9, just 7 minutes remaining. Villegas got a quick rest, but she will come back in. Lopes with no field goals in the last 3 minutes, this entire quarter. Still clinging on to a 9-point lead. Akula working the ball, gets it down low to Lee. Lee uses her size and gets an easy 2.
Yeah, great pass down low to Lee, and an even better post move by Lee to get that easy bucket. And again, like you said, JP, using her size to get some space and get that bucket in.
Double dribble called against Danae Ruiz. And another turnover. Only 2 turnovers for the Eagles so far and 6 for the Lopes. Very solid defense for Embry-Riddle this far on. Kajewski's got some space. Driving in with her left. Sees Murphy. Murphy over to Akula. Akula fires up a 3. Long distance. And she bangs one home. That's 3 threes for Akula. 3 for 4 from behind the arc.
I say keep feeding it to her. 3rd 3 for Akula so far. She's been absolutely on fire.
She's the hot hand, and Pfeiffer takes an elbow jumper, misses, and Knudsen got a little too aggressive on that rebound. That is going to be Knudsen's 2nd foul of the game. The Lopes lead by 4 and will have the ball again. The hot hand is Akula. Kajewski with it at the top. Dumps it to Murphy. Murphy down low to Lee. Lee cannot handle it. Villegas running the fast break. Was looking for Ruiz. Kajewski's going to try to steal it. She doesn't get to it. Riebel goes up hard and gets fouled by Vanessa Murphy. She'll go to the line for 2.
I think the best thing for Embry-Riddle to do besides knock down threes, because of how small they are, is to do exactly that. Work the ball inside as much as you can and force fouls for GCU. They could get Lee in foul trouble. They could get Murphy in foul trouble. It's just what they're going to have to do with the undersize of this team.
Riebel misses the first free throw. We got a nice size crowd here tonight, or this morning, for a 10 a.m. game. And they distracted Riebel enough to make her miss that first free throw. Riebel misses both. Lopes secure the rebound. Myra Williams. Lopes got a really tall lineup in right now. Kavita Kula, the smallest player. Bree Mobley working the 2. Gajewski at 3. Williams at the 4. And Lee staying in at the center position. This one over to Akula. Akula corners it to Mobley. Mobley driving in over to Gajewski for her first points of the season. You betcha!
Great job by Bree Mobley to drive off, to draw in the defense and kick it out to Gajewski. I promise I'll get that. It's first game of the season. For an easy 3, and this is what I'm talking about. Bree Mobley is such a threat offensively that the whole defense crashes in, and she's able to find her teammate for a wide open 3.
Mobley having a hot start tonight. 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists on some of those drive and kicks that you were talking about. Mobley and Gajewski, the 2 highest scorers for the Lopes coming into this season. Gajewski averaging just over 10 points a game last year, and Mobley averaging just over 11. Two fouls for Pfeiffer for the Eagles. She was fouled by Caitlin Lee, driving into the left. Lee's done a great job so far, staying out of foul trouble. Kavita Kavita Akula. Down low to Lee. Lee up with the left and drops it in. Beautiful touch there off the glass.
A great pass down low by Akula to Lee, and she's able to just place that ball perfectly right to where Lee was going. Easy bucket for the for the center.
Pfeiffer followed that up with a quick three on the shot clock, and Mobley came down with the rebound. Gajewski working her way across the court, going back, dribble handoff to Akula. Another three for Akula, and she's on fire. She
Beautiful
knocks
shot.
it down. Beautiful shot by Akula, and she is absolutely on a tear. 14 points for the Lopes. 4 for 5 from three and 2 for 2 from the line. Just 5-5, but she is knocking down those three-pointers, looking unstoppable. And a foul against Caitlin Lee down low. Offensive foul for the Lopes. A timeout for the Eagles. They trail by 24 with just 4 minutes left. We'll be right back after this timeout.
I'm Bianca, I'm a sophomore here at GCU, and I'm studying mechanical engineering.
Arizona is completely different from Italy, but that's why I love it so much.
I feel honored to be here at GCU. I feel like they truly care about who I am. GCU is a fast expanding school, and I love that this school includes diversity into it. I just feel like I found a new home here in a different country.
The engineering program is not easy. They take in-class lectures and material, and then they allow you to apply hands-on activity and laboratories and experiments. I will be able to apply my knowledge and make a difference immediately. If you're passionate and if you work hard, you can do it, and GCU is here to support you. I can be whoever I want because I know that here I am welcome and I am accepted.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back here. Second quarter in GCU Arena. Lopes lead by 24 with just 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Kavita Akula knocking it down from deep. She is the junior transfer from Garden City Community College, averaged 9 points a game. She is the first Indian-born female basketball player to receive a full D1 scholarship, and she is earning her scholarship today.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm happy that Kavita Akula is wearing a GCU uniform. We talk about how good Bree Mobley's been, but Kavita Akula, like you said, JP, 4 for 5 on three-point shots. She has been everything for this team so far, coming off the bench, 14 points, and hopefully they keep finding her for three because she is absolutely El Fuego so far.
She's going to get herself a little rest, and August Tashard is going to find her way back in. And it will be Eagles ball coming down the court. Dribble over to Knudsen. Ruiz flashed, said she was open. This one tipped out to Villegas, defended by Tashard. Tashard, such a solid defender. He's kept Villegas to 2 points this game so far. This one down inside. This one looking for Williams. She misses the shot. Another rebound by Myra Williams. Bree Mobley up top, has herself some space. Over to Tashard. Tashard for three, and she fires one in. Lopes are absolutely knocking it down from all ranges.
Well, Bree Mobley finding Tashard easily on the corner for an easy three, and yeah, like you said, JP, they've just been knocking down everything they've been putting up so far.
62% from the three-point range. The Lopes are. Knudsen misses a three. Rebounded by Williams. She puts it back up. Rebounded by Riebel. Riebel blocked by Gajewski. Gets her own rebound. Scrapping down low, the Eagles are. Over to Villegas for three. Misses, just clanks off the back iron. Up to Mobley. Mobley working again. She finds Tashard. Tashard running the point here. Backs all the way up, almost to half court. Calling some plays. Down to Lee. Lee with it. Dribble handoff for Mobley. Mobley coming in hard. And a foul against Villegas. Foul on 0-0 for the Eagles. Man, Phil, I'm just looking at these numbers. Lopes shooting 58% from the field, 62% from three.
Well,
they can't miss.
Yeah, they're being aggressive, which you gotta love so far for this team. And they have the players and the offensive talent to be as aggressive as they want to be. Tashard for another three. She misses that one, but regardless, this team has been offensively on fire, and on defense, they're doing an even better job taking advantage of the height difference.
Villegas with a nice driving kick. She comes back out for three and buries one in. She's struggling shooting tonight, or this morning so far. They were struggling. They were 0 for their 10 last field goals. She's 2 for 6 on the day, but starting to heat up now, making her last 2.
Yeah, Villegas with a great three to try to get some light back into this team. The spark has sort of slowed down since this lead got past 20, but GCU has been absolutely on fire offensively, and it's led by who's got the ball right now, Bree Mobley.
Jackson had a nice jumper. Bree Mobley skied in for the rebound, but unable to put back. Villegas had it pump faked a deep range three. Thought she might have taken that one. Rebel over to Malentino. She drives in. Nice fadeaway off the backboard. Just misses. Kicked out for three. Knocks it in. Amber Rollins, the sophomore guard out of Scottsdale, Arizona, puts in a three for the Embry-Riddle Eagles.
Yeah, back-to-back threes for Embry-Riddle to kind of cut into this deficit as much as possible. The three-point ball is going to need to be heavily relied on this team. And Rollins and Villegas are trying to get that started.
Bree Mobley jumper misses just short. Lopes starting to cool off a little now, and an over-the-back foul called against Caitlin Lee. 6-0 run for the Eagles, and they're hoping to finish this half strong.
Well, hopefully GCU will just cool down for the rest of this second quarter, then pick back up the speed after halftime, because offensively they've been absolutely on fire. And Coach Powell, her first season as the new head coach for the women's basketball team, has got to be happy with how many offensive weapons she has, not only starting, but on the bench with Akula, with Mobley, and then her starters, of course, Gajewski and Murphy and Tashard. She's got a lot of great players to play with.
Villegas to the free throw line, finds Rebel. Nice spin move by Rebel. Back out to Villegas. Villegas beats Tashard on the dribble. Nice floater, one-handed. Rebel had the board and a foul against Bree Mobley, coming down, fighting for that rebound. Both teams are in the bonus, so Rebel will be at the free throw line. Rebel missed 2 free throws earlier this game. She gets her first of the game so far. She leads the Eagles in points with 7, hoping to make it 8 right here. She buries the second one. Gets her score count up to 8 points. 8-0 run for Embry-Riddle. Lopes with no points in the last 3 minutes. Running the clock, just 20 seconds left. Gonna try to get the last shot for the Lope.
Yeah, about a second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. If Mobley can drive in just like that, out to Tashard. There it is.
Tashard knocks down the 3 with just 6 seconds left, and she steals it. Kicks it over to Mobley with 1 second left. Floater just misses it at the buzzer. Electric finish for the Lopes. They get a 3-pointer, almost steal it, and get another 2. We'll be right back. Players are going to halftime, and we will too.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Cook, and you're watching GCU TV. Go Lopes.
On the field,
in the pool,
on the court.
we wear our game faces under the lights.
But sometimes our toughest opponents aren't wearing a uniform.
Instead, we confront them internally.
Mental illness affects 1 in 4 adults in the United States.
And suicide is the second leading cause of death among college students.
If you or someone you know is fighting a silent battle,
please speak up and ask for help.
You are not alone.
At Grand Canyon University, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. Grand Canyon University offers over 3 decades of experienced leadership in real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty and student advisors who will help you share in a growing, vibrant Phoenix campus. Choose from over 100 relevant programs with a Christian worldview that integrates your faith with your education. GCU helps you achieve a successful future. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Welcome back here inside GCU Arena. Lopes lead by 19 at halftime, and they've been on fire from all ranges around the court.
Well, they've been getting a lot of production off their bench with Bree Mobley. She's got 8 points so far. They've got even more production from Akula, who has just been absolutely on fire from 3-point. And Coach Powell, her first season, like I said early on, she's got to be happy with the production from the bench on her starting 5. GCU has got a comfortable lead because of those 2.
And for Embry-Riddle, they've been trying to work it inside. It's been working to some extent. Their offense isn't the problem for them, it's the defense. They started off hot, had some good pressure, but have unable to consistently keep that pressure up. How do they get back to that?
Well, they got to continue with the defensive pressure for Embry-Riddle. They were able to get some easy fast break steals early on, but when they stopped the half-court pressure, that's when GCU just started taking over. Embry-Riddle's got such a high disadvantage, I should say, down low, so they're going to have to rely on the 3-point shot. And when you're not making shots and you can't rely on your post game, it's very hard to get points going. So what they can do is continue the defensive pressure in half court and maybe kind of work something in, try to drive, try to force fouls for GCU, and cut this deficit as much as possible.
Well, GCU's Coach Powell is going to try to keep that Lopes scoring barrage continuing. And she's new, in case you haven't heard, and our own GCU TV's Barry Butel got a chance to catch up with her a couple months ago.
Hello and welcome. I'm joined by the new head coach of the women's basketball program here at Grand Canyon University, Nicole Powell. Nicole, welcome home, I guess.
Yes, thank you. It's an exciting day, and I'm so happy to be here.
What was it like when you heard about the opportunity at Grand Canyon University and having it be right in your hometown?
Well, I was certainly really excited to hear that it was available, and I had heard kind of what was going on here, but I didn't know a lot. And so really the journey and process of meeting Mike, our AD, and meeting people here and coming for a visit, after I was here, I was sold. And I really then wanted the job. My spirit just kept getting more and more excited, and I just knew this was the place for me, and I'm so happy they felt the same way.
You, of course, played basketball at Mountain Point High School right here in the Valley, and you succeeded in doing so, and Parade All-American and so many accolades at the high school level. It propelled you to Stanford University. Can you talk about the path from a local high school to one of college elites program at Stanford?
Yes. I'm just very fortunate, all of the people that I've had, starting with my family who have poured into me, and coaches along the way. Certainly playing there and playing at Stanford was a goal, and to play for Coach Vanderveer, but so many things have to go right. And there's so many women across the country and across the world who would love to have that opportunity. So I just feel very fortunate and very lucky that it worked out for me. I've learned so much from her and from all the coaches along the way that helped prepare me for that opportunity. And now, coming full circle, that was so unexpected. I could never have dreamt that I'd be back here in Phoenix as a head coach here at this university. It's a dream I never dreamt, but I am so happy it is now a dream come true.
Much like the men's program and Dan Marley, obviously he parlayed a collegiate career into a professional career. You did the same thing. You were drafted 3rd overall by the Charlotte Sting. You had an illustrious WNBA career, also a finals title with Sacramento. Can you talk about that path and what an asset that is, that you'll be teaching basketball here at GCU, and the path, the footsteps?
So many people have asked me that question today about my playing career and how that's helped prepare me. it is invaluable. And I will certainly rely on the experiences I had as a player and all the different coaches I've had along the way that I've picked up things I've decided I don't want to go that route or do that. But all of it has been just an invaluable experience that has prepared me for this point in my life to lead this team now. I've been there, I've done it, I know what it takes, and I'm excited to share that knowledge with these young women here.
What kind of basketball is Nicole Powell going to instill in this team?
The kind of basketball that we're going to play is a really fun style. I think I'm a player's coach. I want it to be really free-flowing. I want to give kids a lot of space and the opportunity to make plays. Now we're going to teach them how to play the game. We're going to do it the right way. We're certainly going to work really hard. We're going to be competitive every single day. And I think fans and the Havocs are going to see us play with passion and play with heart. That is key.
Well, they're going to bring passion and heart, so they'll have
That's right.
high energy for the games as well. You also played internationally, and I know that you probably have today to say hello to everybody, and then it's off to the recruiting trail, which you're familiar with, having come from Oregon as well. What's that look like? And we know that a lot of players are coming from Europe and all over the world.
Certainly. Basketball is a global game. You see it on the men's side, you see it on the women's side, and I've had the experience to play over in Europe for over 10 seasons. So we're certainly going to recruit student athletes from around the world who want to be here and be a part of this. We're going to hit the ground running this month here in April, and we're going to spread the Grand Canyon University brand, and we're going to let people know what's going on here. People need to know how special this place is, and I'm excited to be that ambassador and share that good news.
Well, welcome aboard and look forward to the upcoming season.
Thank you so much.
Nicole Powell, the head coach of the GCU women's basketball team.
Coach Powell certainly is off to a hot start.
Yeah, and like she said, she wants this team to bring out a lot of passion and heart, and you can see it so far. And offensively, they've been absolutely on fire. And Coach Powell also brings a lot of experience to this team, something that is significantly needed, and I cannot wait to see the rest of the season for this team.
Well, another team with a lot of experience is the tennis team, finishing first and second last year in the WAC. Tennis season is underway. Here's a look at this year's men's and women's teams.
Finishing at the top of our conference the last few years with both teams having won conferences in the last 2-3 years definitely adds to the self-confidence that the players have, bringing into new seasons. Even new players that come in kind of get to ride the coattails from the previous season, and it's certainly nice to build off of. If we don't finish high in a conference, obviously we're going to want to work that much harder, but when you do finish high in the conference, you've got big shoes to fill, and you're up for the challenge.
We're looking to have great experience. We have a couple new faces, some great new people, some returners, and we're just looking to build our team in order to get ready for the season. It definitely gives a lot more excitement. We are really getting prepared to face some great teams next season and in order to prepare for the WAC tournament. It's just really exciting. It's great to be able to lead these girls and pushing them and create a good environment in our team.
The fall season is mostly to get prepared for the season that is coming up next semester. We're really excited as a team with the new guys to get well prepared for the season, for the WAC tournament that is coming up at the end of next semester. We finished second last semester. We're a little bit disappointed, but now we know what we have to do to get first. So right now we're practicing to get this first place for next year, and I hope we're gonna make it as a team. The new guys, honestly, we have two guys. They're fantastic. They're doing a great job. They have the right attitude, and they're gonna bring a lot to the old guys that came back. So I'm really excited for next season. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to have our own tournament. I hope we'll perform well there, and yeah, I hope we'll do well.
The GCU tennis teams had a very good invitational this last weekend, and the men's and women's tennis teams host the WAC Conference Championships in April. We're going to get right back to the second half. It's going to be an exciting one. We'll be right back after this short timeout.
Find
service at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
There's an exciting new destination for food, fun, and relaxation in the heart of Phoenix. Come to GCU Hotel and Canyon 49 Grill, where our hospitality management students gain hands-on workplace experience and deliver unmatched service right alongside the staff. Enjoy beautiful amenities like the resort-style pool and full-service fitness center. From the gaming lawn and patio to the artisanal coffee and teas of GCBC, you'll never want to leave. Room rate $79 per night. Visit gcuhotel.com to book your visit today.
We stand up every day for the future of West Phoenix because this is our home. We see every block and blade of grass as our own. Every story is our heritage. Every child is ours to inspire. And every tough reality is ours to transform. We'll bring brilliant minds to the table, neighbors, students, public servants, and leaders. We'll roll up our sleeves and revive each block, brick by brick and dollar by dollar, until every learner, worker, school, and business has the tools to exceed its potential. Every success story will fuel us forward. We'll shine light in darkened corners and knock down ivory towers, sowing seeds of sustainable shared growth. We will humble ourselves to the greater good and write new rules for transformative campus and community renewal. Why? Because we are Grand Canyon University. We are the next generation. We are in West Phoenix, and this community is our home.
Lopes lead by 19 coming into this second half. Let's cut it down this way. What went right for GCU in that first half?
Well, so far it's been the bench production from Bree Mobley and Akula. They've just been absolutely on fire. Leading this team is Akula in points so far with 14, and they're going to need that bench production continuing into this second half. And if there's anything that has been incredibly right, it's that, the scoring. Offensively, GCU's been on fire.
Well, the Lopes shooting lights out from the field, and that's even without Casey Rarick, the senior guard for the Lopes, out with a foot injury. We should see her a little bit later this year. What can Embry-Riddle do to get back into this one?
Well, they got to keep the defensive pressure up. In the first half, they were able to force GCU to 8 turnovers, but unfortunately, they're only shooting 24% with field goals. So offensively, they got to get going, and defensively, they have to continue the pressure against GCU.
And of course, the Lopes don't want to let them back into this. What can the Lopes do to keep their foot on the pedal and just completely keep Embry-Riddle out of this game?
Well, just keep playing their game. Just keep working it offensively, taking advantage of the height advantage they have. Keep playing through Mobley. Keep kicking it out to Akula. Other players will start getting hot. Continue the defensive pressure, and GCU will walk away with probably the easiest win so far this season.
And of course, you're new to this GCU TV broadcast, for doing your first women's basketball game. We saw it all last year in her aggressiveness from the mid-range. What did you like from Bree Mobley that you saw in that first half that's going to carry over the rest of this season?
Well, you said it. It's her aggressiveness. It's her ability to drive into the basket, draw in the defense, and kick it out to an open teammate. That's how Akula hit, I think, 2 or 3 of her threes, was Bree Mobley as a distraction offensively. And I also like how she's been effective in the rebounding as well. Bree Mobley has 7 rebounds so far, 5 assists, and a couple of those rebounds have come off her missed layups. And if Bree Mobley's aggressiveness can keep going, like I said, GCU is going to walk away with an easy win.
The Lopes do lead by 19. Coach Powell giving her last words of advice. We're going to see the hot hands come out and start this second half. Caitlin Lee's going to stay at center. She's 3 for 3 from the field. And the 2 players coming off the bench, Mobley and Akula, are no longer coming off the bench. They are going to start this second half. Very smart move by Powell.
Yeah, Coach Powell just trying some new things. She's got a very significant lead where she can try some new things. And I think Bree Mobley is going to find herself in the starting lineup by the end of this season. And I think Akula is also going to benefit from this experience in the starting lineup as well.
Well, Pfeiffer is going to be the inbounder, and we are going to start this second half with an Eagles possession. Akula playing some defense on Villegas. Pfeiffer feeds it down low to Martina, but Martina kept out. Good defense by Murphy. This one over to Murphy again. Gajewski with it. Gajewski working her way back to the right. Step back three. Misses to the right side. Murphy's there for the board, though. Fighting her way back up. Misses. Drew a foul on that offensive rebound for the Lopes, and she'll go to the line for two.
Well, good look by Gajewski at the three-point shot, and a great job by Murphy to fight for that rebound and draw the foul.
Vanessa Murphy knocks in the first. 40% free throw shooter last year. Went 4 for 10 from the line all of last year. She splits the 2 free throws, puts the Lopes up by 20. Ruiz coming back up with the ball. She gets it over to Knudsen, into Martina. Cross court pass to Villegas for 3, and she splashes it home.
Great shot by Villegas and an even better pass from down low. This is what I'm talking about, of Embry-Riddle trying to work the ball inside and then kicking it back out. And just like that, Villegas has an easy 3.
Mobley out to Murphy, who hits a 3 of her own and puts the Lopes up back by 20.
Followed by another easy 3 by Murphy at the top of the key, and she's been absolutely great as a stretch 4, knocking down 3s for GCU.
Last year she played a lot as a strong 5. She worked on her game this offseason. Of course, the Lopes lost Marina Laramie as Pfeiffer knocks down a nice jumper over Murphy. And I like to see Vanessa Murphy looking a lot like Marina Laramie, the leading scorer for the Lopes that they lost last year. Maybe she can lead the Lopes in points this year. She's looking strong here in their first game early on. Bree Mobley with some space down to Lee. Lee with an easy left-hand layup.
Wide open layup for Lee down low, and terrible defense by Embry-Riddle. I know that they do have a disadvantage in the height, but regardless, you still got to add some pressure. Lee just very easily knocks that layup in.
This one down low to Martina. Defended by Lee, put up, missed. Knudsen soars in for the rebound, kicks it to Villegas. This one missed again. Another offensive rebound by Ruiz. Ruiz, a little floater, leans it in. She gets her first 2 of the game.
Nice little jumper in the corner by Ruiz, finding some space around Mobley, not trying to challenge her down low, just sort of try to get some space and knock down shots.
Caitlin Lee over to Mobley. Mobley for 3, just misses. Murphy coming in for the rebound and called for over the, no, it's gonna stay here. Foul against Martina, trying to box out Murphy. And the Lopes will maintain possession. Thought it was going to be an over-the-back call. We've seen them call that on Caitlin Lee and Vanessa Murphy due to their height, size, and height advantage over this Eagles team. But they do not call it here. Lopes maintain possession. The inbound play over to Jordan Jackson. Jackson comes in nice with a right-handed layup while she was holding off her defender with the other hand.
A great drive by Jackson for that easy layup down low. Oh, nice steal
Stolen by
Mobley.
Mobley. Mobley's coming in hard, coming in fast. She's got Tashard to her right. She'll take it up herself, and she's fouled. Almost draws the and 1.
Great job by Mobley there on the steal, and she's able to get a foul down for GCU. And this is what we're talking about. The defensive pressure for GCU is starting to ramp up a little bit. I know Villegas hit an early 3. Ruiz had 1. Pfeiffer had a layup early on, and GCU is being more aggressive, and it's led by Bree Mobley.
Bree Mobley, an 80% free throw shooter last year, very solid from the line, and she hits her first of the year. Mobley 2 for 2 on the year, 100% free throw shooter so far in this 2017 campaign. The outlet pass almost stolen by the Lopes, finds its way over to Riebel. She misses her mid-range jumper, and Mobley scoops up the rebound. August Tashard bounces up the screen, finds Mobley, over to Tashard for 3. Just a little long, and Malentino soars up for the rebound. This one coming in, Knudsen fires it up and in. Almost looked like a Steph Curry type layup. Sent that one super high and it came down, and she gets the 2.
Knudsen with the accidental floater, but she was able to put it in. Great post game by Knudsen and trying to get some light back into this team.
Jordan Jackson uses a screen, step back. Murphy pump fakes. The ball makes its way over to Caitlin Lee, stolen by Malentino. Villegas scooped up the ball. Over to Knudsen for three. Held or finished. Thought it looked pretty good, and a hard foul against Jordan Jackson down on the baseline.
Yeah, sort of a bit of a rush three by Knudsen. Should have slowed down on the transition, try to get a better shot for Embry-Riddle, but I'm not a big fan of her forcing that three.
Myra Williams coming in for Vanessa Murphy. Murphy and Mobley both with 10 points apiece. And a foul on the fresh substitution for the Lopes, Myra Williams.
Yeah, Myra just being a little bit too aggressive down low.
Trying to keep Kylie Riebel out of that paint. Villegas with the inbound, quickly sent back to her. She airballs it over, but Pfeiffer with the rebound. Riebel tipped it right to her, and she gets the easy two. Tashard keeping the pace high, coming back down the court. Jordan Jackson down to Caitlin Lee. Lee with the right hand, just a little short.
Yeah, Lee's got to get that ball a little higher on the glass. Just kind of undershoots it down low.
Eagles trail by 18. Pfeiffer, a three. Oh, just hits the front iron and scoops around. Bree Mobley back up the court. Mobley off the screen from Lee. She's got Tashard in the corner. She'll take the elbow jumper. She knocks this one off the iron. And Knudsen picked up the rebound. Quickly came back down the court. Villegas finds Pfeiffer. Back over to Villegas. Malentino. She's trying to drive. Pfeiffer dribble handoff of Knudsen. Stolen by Jackson. Bree Mobley picks it up. Over to Tashard. Tashard slows things down. Takes it back up top for the Lopes.
It looks like Myra Williams wanted it down low, but I think it's a good job by Tashard to slow down and get this offense set.
Lopes lead by 18. Jackson fires a three. This one's short. Rebounded by the Eagles. Pfeiffer looking for the cutting Knudsen. And the ball makes its way back up to Villegas. Knudsen at the free throw line. She takes the jumper. This one just misses. Riebel with the rebound. Fires up the left and misses. She'll draw the foul. Really tough shooting performance for the Eagles.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is it's just going to get a lot more difficult. Both teams sort of forcing shots as much as possible, and it's not really resulting well.
Timeout for Embry-Riddle. We will be right back after this timeout.
GCU's College of Science, Engineering, and Technology offers a premier STEM education with relevant curricula designed to lead you to a career in the competitive fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. GCU is investing in the future of our STEM programs with multiple state-of-the-art facilities, providing students with access to cutting-edge technology. Our STEM education is motivated by a Christian worldview, which cultivates ethical decision-making. The College of Science, Engineering, and Technology fosters traits in adaptability, collaboration, creativity, as well as ethical and social awareness, which makes our graduates from our STEM programs more competitive. Through robust collaboration and partnership with industries that require a STEM-prepared workforce, our faculty concentrates exclusively on student success within a deeply nurturing Christian setting. Find out more at gcu.edu/CSET.
Lopes still lead by 18, but they are scoreless in their last 3 minutes. The Eagles came out with some high energy in the second half, and the Lopes haven't been able to handle it on offense.
Well, GCU's just sort of forcing shots now. They know they have a pretty significant lead, so they're just sort of trying anything. But big leads have been lost because of sort of unnecessary shots. And if GCU wants to keep this very, very big lead, they're going to have to start slowing down and start creating more shots and beating this team the way they have been.
And Bree Mobley, we were talking about it at halftime, and now it's kind of a real thing. She is on triple-double watch, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. That would be something to see.
Especially since she's coming off the bench. Big, significant impact she makes when she comes in.
Riebel was at the line right before we left for our break. She hits her third free throw of the game. She hits the fourth. Rough start for Riebel from the line, but she's recovered nicely with 4 straight. August Tashard working the point. She's got Jackson coming all the way over. Good off the ball movement for the Lopes here. Jackson over to Mobley in the corner.
Yeah, it looks like Jackson might have stepped out.
Stepped out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lopes. That is their 8th of the game. Gajewski coming back in. Jordan Jackson just hasn't seemed to find her groove this game. 1 for 5 from the field. She's had 3 turnovers for the Lopes. She has just looked a little uncoordinated, maybe a little nervous in her first game in the purple and white.
Well, I'm pretty sure if she gets a couple more opportunities this game, she might be able to find the hole, but it hasn't been a big deal that Jackson's been sort of cold because the rest of this team has been absolutely hot.
That shot by Riebel blocked. Lopes come back down the court quickly. A floater by Gajewski. Falls right in.
Well, great job by Gajewski to get that layup.
Knudsen takes the long 2 and misses. Rebounded by Vanessa Murphy. Brought back up by Tashard. Here's Gajewski with the ball off. The ball foul against Embry-Riddle. Kavita Akula checking in for Bree Mobley. Akula still the leading scorer for the Lopes. August Tashard over to Murphy. Into the corner to Akula. She brings it back up top. The ball around the horn. Murphy for 3. Just misses to the left. Tashard comes in for the rebound. Lopes with a fresh shot clock. And Gajewski with the ball. Murphy screens Gajewski for 3. This one off the back iron. Riebel dumps it to Villegas, her point guard. Villegas down low to Martina. Great defense by Murphy. This one out of bounds. Blue ball, the referee says. Embry-Riddle keeps possession. Coach Powell barking out defensive commands. To no avail, Villegas comes in with a nice little right-handed floater.
Great job by Villegas to get some movement in the paint and hit that floater, but it might have been a little too late for Embry-Riddle.
Kavita Kula in the corner, another 3. Oh, this one just short. Almost knocks it home for her 5th of the game. Villegas, she creates some space, fires a 3. Foul on Tashard.
That's what I'm talking about, Embry-Riddle being able to draw fouls against GCU. And now Villegas is going to find herself with 3 free throw opportunities.
Villegas yet to take a free throw this game. Eagles only down by 16. Can cut it to 13 here. She'll make the first. Lopes 1 for their last 8 field goals. Really struggling here in this third quarter.
You know, like I said, GCU being able to slow down the game instead of forcing shots. Last thing they want to do is lose a big lead like this.
Embry-Riddle. Villegas knocks down all 3 free throws. Just a 13-point lead for the Lopes. I'm sure Coach Powell does not like the way her women's basketball team has come out in this second half. Gajewski over to Tashard. Tashard trying to set up a good play. Looking for a high percentage shot. Murphy using her size. Little turnaround jumper. Gajewski gets the O board. Murphy back to Tashard. Lopes slowing it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Slow it down. Get a better shot instead of trying to force something.
And a foul against Martina on Murphy.
Or draw fouls, that works too.
Lopes are in the bonus. Murphy will go to the line. Murphy 1 for 2 from the line tonight. Make that 2 for 3. Lopes fix that scoring drought of the last 2.5 minutes. And she splits the free throws again from the line. This one out of bounds. Myra Williams came in hard for the board, tips it out of bounds. Eagles shooting 27% from the field, really working hard to get a high percentage look. Wolf for 3, just misses Tashard with the board. August Tashard, very confident ball handler for the Lopes. Vanessa Murphy, Tashard with it. Tashard fights around the screen. Villegas fell hard, looking a little ginger on the ankle. Gajewski gets in, nice left-handed layup, and she doesn't even need the glass, just rolls it around the rim and in.
That's what I'm talking about, slowing the ball down, being able to make shots or create shots, and you see Gajewski right there with the left hand, no issue, and GCU getting the offense going.
Valentino gets to the free throw line, misses the jumper. Just 26 seconds for the Lopes. Gajewski very aware of that clock. Kavita Kula over to Tashard. Tashard off the screen for Murphy. Shot by Tashard. Misses. Just 6 seconds now. Eagles coming down the court hard. Down low to Martina. She gets it up. Don't know if it was on time, but does not matter. She misses that little right-handed hook shot at the end of the third quarter. Lopes lead by 16 points. Struggling shooting in that third quarter, but nonetheless continue leading this game, and we will be right back after this timeout. Here in GCU Arena. Lopes lead 58-42 moving into the fourth quarter. Phil, rough quarter for the Lopes, but they were only outscored in the third quarter by 3 points.
Well, they're doing a good job now of slowing down the ball, and I discussed when we started this quarter that slowing down the ball and creating shots and waiting for shots is the best way for GCU to keep this game in their favor. If they slow down the ball, you slow down the momentum at Embry-Riddle for a little bit there. It looked like there might be a comeback. I think the lowest deficit they had so far in the third quarter was 13 points. It's still a significant amount, but when GCU started to slow down the ball, they were able to find points.
Yep. Of course, the Lopes were shooting lights out in that first half. It had to come down to earth. They're shooting 44% on the game. And the Embry-Riddle Eagles are shooting 26%. Lopes need to keep that solid defense high. They'll find a way to secure this victory.
Embry-Riddle was shooting 24% at halftime, and 26% isn't a significant improvement, but it is a decent amount. It's 2%, so they've knocked out maybe 1 or 2 more field goals. But GCU, their shooting percentages have gone down. I believe they were at right around the 50% on field goals, and I think in the 60s for three-go percentage. But it's because they're forcing threes, they're forcing field goals, and if they could just, like I said, continue to slow it down, continue to control most of the possession, GCU will walk away with a significantly good win.
Well, it's Lopes ball here to start this fourth quarter. Lopes won the opening tip. The Eagles took it in the second and third quarter. The Lopes get it in the final stretch here. Kavita Kula over to Bree Mobley. Mobley almost gets the and one to fall.
Yeah, Bree Mobley again with the aggression, drawing fouls. I like the aggressiveness of Bree Mobley. She's going to continue to be aggressive offensively for GCU and hopefully set some things up for them later on.
Bree Mobley, 10 points on the game. She gets the free throw to fall. Very solid free throw shooter for the Lopes. Bree Mobley gets both of those free throws to go down. Lopes still lead by 18. Pfeiffer back to Knudsen, running a two-man weave up the court. Pfeiffer's got space. Caitlin Lee playing defense. Oh, Riebel with a nice cut. Gets below the basket. Had to force a tough shot up there and misses.
Riebel has to put that one in immediately. She allowed the defense to crash down low, and she had a wide open look, but decided to pull the ball in and let the defense come in, and she had to force something instead of an easy layup.
Kajewski came in with that beautiful little floater right hand as she works her way to the right. She missed it, but the Lopes got the offensive rebound, keeping possession. And a foul against Caitlin Lee. Got a little physical down low. Coach Powell talking to the referee, finding out what they call. Coach Powell is used to the contact down low. Played forward in the WNBA for many years. And a foul this time against the Lopes again.
Looks like it'll be on Murphy.
Embry-Riddle not in the bonus just yet. Early on here in this fourth quarter. Knudsen over to Wolf. Wolf fires up this three. She misses. Lee got the rebound and dumped it to Akula. Caitlin Lee over to Jessica Gajewski. And another foul against Caitlin Lee. Caitlin Lee trying to get the best of her height matchup down low. Getting a little too physical, and Jordan Jackson will substitute in for her. Lee picked up her fourth foul, one more, and she is out.
I discussed this early on in the game that Embry-Riddle can draw fouls against Lee and get her into foul trouble. And if they'd done this early on in the game, we might look at a different game. But in the fourth quarter with a significant deficit, I don't really think it matters now. Lee's just got to be a little less physical.
Riebel with another very difficult shot below the basket. Some physical contact down low. Referee calls a jump ball. Possession arrow is pointed to the left. That being Embry-Riddle Eagles possession. Malentino with the inbound play. All the way up to Knudsen. Knudsen working her way to the right. Down low to Riebel. Riebel double teamed. Was looking for Pfeiffer. Missed her in a shot clock violation against the Eagles.
A great defense by GCU to force the shot clock violation. And now the momentum is continuing in their way, and all they got to do is finish it out.
GCU's doing a great job of limiting the second leading scorer for the Eagles. Riebel forcing her to take some tough shots down low. Jordan Jackson, a nice drive and up with the right, 4-2. Jordan Jackson gets her second bucket of the game.
A great drive by Jordan Jackson. Finishing at the basket. GCU, 20-point lead.
Amber Rollins checked in for the Eagles. Foul against Jordan Jackson here. Jackson, one of the new Lopes. So many new Lopes on this women's basketball team. Malentino, a nice fadeaway jumper off the glass, just rolls over the rim.
Not a bad look, just a little bit too hard off the glass.
Akula, dribble handoff, Jordan Jackson. Lopes keeping possession. A lot of movement in the Lopes offense, which is a very good thing when it comes to tiring the defense out. Just 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bree Mobley works her way to the right, beats her defender, and a beautiful right-handed layup puts 2 on the board for the Lopes.
I just want to talk about Bree Mobley using her aggression, being aggressive at the basket. A great drive and a great finish with the right hand.
Lopes lead by 22 here, almost midway through this fourth quarter. And a traveling violation called against Kylie Rebel. Rebel checking out, having a quick word with her coach. This 3-guard offense for the Lopes. Gajewski for 3. Just short, bounces over the rim and off the backboard. Knudsen, full court pass. Was looking for Pfeiffer, but Gajewski able to get a tip on it. Then Pfeiffer knocks it out of bounds. They went down hard. Good to see they're both okay. August Tashard checking in. 6.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Tashard down low to Jackson. Jackson, very strong post player, over to Mobley, and Mobley fouled on that jumper, almost fell in. Mobley's had a few of those where she almost made the and one, but she'll get fouled and go to the line for another 2 free throws. Bree Mobley makes the first free throw. Something she prides herself on is good free throw shooting. Very important in a guard that likes to drive to be a good free throw shooter. You're going to find yourself at the line a lot. Need to be a good free throw shooter.
Well, definitely if you're driving in as a guard, you want to be able to draw in the fouls and not only be able to finish at the basket, but if you do draw the foul, be able to finish at the free throw.
She misses the second free throw. 5 for 6 from the line tonight. Kylie Rebel checked back in for the Eagles. Rebel with a nice dribble drive move, good spin move. Out to Pfeiffer. Malentino gets it. A nice floater, perfect form, and she gets that one to fall.
Great job by Malentino on that drive, and an even better floater.
Jordan Jackson for 3, misses left, just rolls it out. Very close shot for Jordan Jackson. She's shooting 0 for 3 from the 3-point, 0 for 2 from the 3-point line. Pfeiffer over to Rebel. Rebel for 3, trying to bank it in and misses. Pfeiffer comes in hard and knocks Gajewski to the ground. Gajewski seems to be okay. August Tashard. Over to Bree Mobley. Jordan Jackson, another drive. Kick over to Tashard. Bree Mobley's got some room. A nice drive by Mobley. Almost draws an and one, and she misses another close bucket as she draws the foul.
A great drive by Mobley, and she's going to get some more shots at the free throw line. And she was at the top of the key, and it would have been nice to see Tashard make that extra pass to the top and keep it Mobley, but regardless, she draws the foul on the drive.
Well, Lopes lead by 3, or Lopes lead by 21, and Mobley will come to the line for 2 after this timeout.
At Grand Canyon University, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. Grand Canyon University offers over 3 decades of experienced leadership in real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty and student advisors who will help you share in a growing, vibrant Phoenix campus. Choose from over 100 relevant programs with a Christian worldview that integrates your faith with your education. GCU helps you achieve a successful future. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Welcome back here in GCU Arena. Grand Canyon leads by 21, 65-44, with 4 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. 3 scores in double digits for the Lopes. Phil, the Lopes seem to be striking on all cylinders and seem to have this one comfortably in hand.
Yeah, they're doing fantastic offensively and defensively. They're taking advantage of the height advantage, and this team's led by Murphy, Mobley, and Akula. They're doing a fantastic job of scoring points for this team.
Lopes are on fire here tonight. Lead by 21 points, and Bree Mobley will be going to the line for 2. She's such a solid free throw shooter. Talk a little bit more about how important it is to be a good free throw shooter when you're driving to the basket constantly.
Well, as aggressive as Bree Mobley is to score with scoring points in the paint, like you said, JP, she's very aggressive off the drive. You want to not only be able to finish off the drive, but sort of put that second emphasis on the free throw percentage. And if you're constantly getting the line like Bree Mobley is, you want to be able to knock down free throws, because that only just improves your team's scoring and improves your personal scoring as well. Because if you're able to finish at the basket with all the pressure and then not knock down the free throw, then it's kind of like the point is lost almost.
Yep, Mobley splits those free throws. She is 6 for 8 on the game. And she leads the Lopes in points and leads everybody in scoring with 16. And an off-the-ball foul against the Lopes. Pfeiffer knocks down the first one. Pfeiffer knocks down both. Little full court press we saw early on.
Yeah, full court press that they should have used early on in the second half, but they're just kind of doing anything, maybe just working on some things.
Stress the Lopes out a little bit, but they get the ball up the court. Lopes have a small lineup in, very quick. Easy to break the press with a lineup like the Lopes. Mobley calling a screen by Murphy. Kick it out to Jaguski. And she knocks it in for 3. Gajewski gets to double digits as well, so that's 4 Lopes scores with double-digit scoring.
Well, like I said, Bree Mobley being able to attract the defense, and she kicks it out to Gajewski for an easy 3.
Villegas comes right back with a three-pointer of her own, a long-range three-pointer.
Great 3 by Villegas, like you said, from distance.
And Villegas gets her scoring up to 16. Mobley with a mid-range jumper. She gets it to fall. Beautiful shot Bree Mobley has.
Well, Mobley knocks it out to Gajewski for the 3, and then she returns it with a screen, and Mobley knocks it down.
And Riebel with a nice spin move, unable to convert. Murphy trying to save it in and gets it off. Embry-Riddle's leg will be Lopes' ball, leading by 22. August Tichard crosses half court with some speed. Dribble handoff to Jackson on to the other side. Bree Mobley gets in the paint, out to Tichard, over to Murphy. Murphy's gonna shoot up a 3. She misses this one short. Foul against Bree Mobley. Reaching in after that. Rebound was secured by Pfeiffer.
I like
and
a lot of
Mobley
the
will have 4 fouls.
A lot of the extra passes GCU was making on that last possession, being able to space out the court as much as possible. They've got so many three-point threats on this team. They're using that to their advantage so far.
Pfeiffer makes the first of 2. Akula checking back in for August Tashard. I'm sure that's the last time we'll see Tashard this morning.
Now, Tashard finishes the game with 6 points, 5 rebounds. Very significant for her as a starter, but we all know the star of this game so far has been Bree Mobley.
2 free throws for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer hits both. Akula. Mobley back to Jackson. Jackson off the Murphy screen. Gajewski at the top. 3 seconds called against Vanessa Murphy. And Lopes with another turnover here late in this fourth quarter. Ruiz up to Pfeiffer. Wolf gonna fire a deep three. Oh, this one rattles out. And blue ball. Jordan Jackson was trying to save it. Pressured by Pfeiffer.
Good look by Wolf at the top for that three. Just very unfortunate that it rattles out.
Baseline inbound for the Eagles. She gives it up to Pfeiffer. She's going to launch a three. This one just short. Bree Mobley bringing it up the court. A lot of movement in this Lopes offense. It's good to see. Always creates a good shot.
Well, with so many shooters, you want to be able to space out the floor as much as possible. And with so much, like you said, JP, a lot of movement, a lot of extra passes, eventually you are going to catch the defense sleeping for an easy three, and GCU's got the shooters to make that happen.
The ball sent low down to Lee. It's tipped out of bounds by the Eagles. Jackson's shot is blocked. This one lost out of bounds by the Eagles. Lopes get possession right back.
Great block by Riebel. And unfortunately, she dribbles it out of bounds, but very good post defense on Jackson.
Jackson inbounds it to Mobley. Lopes lead by 20 here late in this fourth quarter. Mobley gets in easily, and up and in, and one by Bree Mobley. Finally gets one to fall.
Bree Mobley with an absolute circus shot, getting a lot of space down low, and is able to knock that layup in somehow. Gotta love the aggression so far of Bree Mobley. She is playing lights out so far.
A lot of contact on her. Elise Williams checking in for the Eagles. Mobley converts the three-point play. August Tashard coming in for Mobley. I think this bodes even more well for the Lopes motion offense, having Tashard and Akula, 2 point guards in there. Riebel over to Wolf. Wolf drives in, and she gets fouled by Tashard.
I think Wolf might have tripped on that one, but does a pretty good job of selling the foul. And you look down the line at Bree Mobley, she's getting her arm checked out. She might have got clipped or maybe just grabbed on that last one. Nothing significant, obviously. It was just maybe a precaution. But Bree Mobley, I doubt she'll come in for the rest of this game, but she finishes it off. 21 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 rebound and 2 assists away from a triple-double.
Solid game for Bree Mobley. Myra Williams going to check in after the Eagles knock down 2 free throws. A minute and a half remaining in GCU's home opener. Start the year off on a good foot. The very solid win, shooting 45% from the field. Get their confidence high. Jackson drives in. Beautiful layup with the right hand.
A great drive by Jackson, drawing the defense to get that easy layup.
Wolf running the point. Riebel. Rollins has the ball. Wolf sends a long distance 3 all the way there. Elise Williams with a beautiful layup.
Excellent rebound by Williams, and then finishing it off with the layup on the right side, using her height to her advantage.
August Tashard over to Lee. Ball touches everyone's hands, makes its way back to Tashard. Jordan Jackson, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Tashard puts up a 3 and buries it with just 4 on the shot clock and puts an exclamation point on this Lopes win.
Taking time to find shots, Jackson draws in 3 Eagles defenders and is able to find Tashard in the corner for a quick 3.
And a timeout for the Eagles. We'll be right back after a short break to finish up this game.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back here in GCU Arena. Lopes lead by 25. August Tashard just buried a long 3 from the corner with just 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Puts the Lopes up 79-54 with just 19 seconds remaining.
Well, that should be the nail in the coffin for Embry-Riddle. GCU absolutely offensively has been unstoppable. And if this is the team that we're going to get this whole season, I think GCU is going to find themselves, just like the women's soccer team, in the WAC tournament at the end of the year.
Yep, postseason D1 eligible now. GCU wants to be in that final WAC tournament. Shooting very well from the field, 47%, and 44% from 3. This game all but a formality now. 19 seconds left. Embry-Riddle calling a timeout. They're working on situational plays right now, just trying to.
Well, you've got such a significant deficit that it's okay to maybe get in a couple players who don't play as much, or just sort of work on the offense for when you get a chance to play against a less tough opponent in GCU.
And another timeout by Embry-Riddle. Quick break for us after this 30-second timeout, and we will be right back.
Finding the right college isn't always simple. The choices I make today affect where I'll be tomorrow. That's why I chose Grand Canyon University. Here I'm working toward a greater purpose and a place that feels like home. With scholarships to help me earn my degree, I can graduate in less than 4 years. By attending GCU, Arizona's premier private Christian university, I know I'm not just making the right choice, I'm making the smart choice.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
14 seconds remaining here. Inbound play by the Eagles. 10 seconds. Down to 7. Wolf with a deep 3. This one misses far. Tashard's got it. She's going to dribble this out. The Lopes will win 79-54. Secure their first victory of this first 2017 year.
Well, it's an absolutely exciting win for GCU. Fantastic play by Bree Mobley. 21 points tonight, and GCU's offense absolutely explodes.
Yep, GCU very successful tonight in this first exhibition game. A great home opener, got the crowd excited at times, and the players got to show off their skills. Bree Mobley had a great game. Don't forget to tune in this Thursday to the women's volleyball game against New Mexico State. You can catch that game on Your View, Arizona, ESPN3, and GCU TV. Don't forget to follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. For Phil Catafamo and our whole crew here at GCU TV, it's been a fun one. GCU gets the first win of their season. Have a great day, and go Lopes.